Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, and I'm back with another video. So, today's video that I wanted to talk about, um, I guess it's a topic of self love. So, there's so many ways to show yourself love, um, but my favorite, I think, when I started my journey, one that I've learned about and I didn't realize that I was missing out on doing was how to have fun, how to be selfish for myself, to speak up for myself and things that I like to do. So I didn't realize that I wasn't doing a lot of things that I like. For instance, when we went out or did things, a lot of the time, I'm not going to say ever was it about me, but I did notice that a lot of the times that we did something or an outing, it was to please somebody else. It was because somebody wanted to go there, or it was we thought it was best for the kids, or somebody else interest over my own, which I am definitely for. I'm not saying don't do, but I'm saying just be more conscious and aware of how much you're doing for others than yourself. This is a big part of the self-love journey, to show yourself that love, because if you don't, then who will? So one thing that I started doing was going places that I enjoyed, that I wanted to do, and I started trying new restaurants. And I even told my husband about it, and he was totally on board. He did join me to go to places I think he would never want to go on his own or suggested, but he was totally on board, and some of them he was pleasantly surprised. I know we started going to like Mediterranean restaurants, and I actually used to be the person that never wanted to try anything different or new. I was always going to the same places, drinking and eating the same thing, and I realized that part of self-love is to do things that interest you, and how do you know what interests you if you don't try things, right? So it was about experimenting and trying new things that I was not giving a chance to, because I was just stuck in the same things that I like, and so I definitely encourage you and challenge you to maybe try something new, that you would like, that you would just like to try. You never know, you might find a new passion, a new hobby, or new food, new place to go. I know sometimes people think that it's selfish to do things that you enjoy, but give yourself permission to be selfish. People think selfish is like this negative word, but it's not. It's just thinking of yourself, and that's okay. That's okay to do sometimes. I'm not saying do it all the time or do it in an ugly way, but do it in a way where you love yourself so much that you're going to prioritize yourself over maybe something not so important. For instance, I wouldn't want to do like things that I like to do if I knew I had a list of chores to do. If I'm like, no, let me just get this done first, and then I'll put myself on the back burner. But the thing is, those dishes, those laundries, those mess is always going to be there. Now, if they're important tasks, definitely do them, right? But if there are things that are, as soon as you do them, they're right back there, I think it's safe to say you can kind of delay that for a little bit to maybe insert some time for yourself. um, because I think as humans, it is in our nature to prioritize others' interests before our own. Why we were built that way, I don't know. And it's just been going on for so long that I think now more than ever, with all the overwhelming that's going on with the world and society's expectation, just it's just too much to now forget yourself. I think it's important to make the time for yourself, and make sure you're having fun and doing things you like, not based on what somebody else likes. Some examples that I've done, I know I talked about the food, the restaurant, but something I did as a kid is that I used to love to draw and paint. So now, like on my downtime, I will find time to like paint or draw just for the fun of it. Nothing, special. I might just throw it away after, but it to me relaxes me, and I like to just be creative and show my artistic side. That's just one way, and it could be just a silly, cartoon or a portrait. I one day did a portrait of all three of my kids. I sketched them outside on the porch. We were sitting in the back porch and just, enjoying the sunset. And I said, "Can I draw you?" And they're like, "Okay." So I drew them, and then I painted them with watercolor. And it didn't look like them exactly, but it was just the way that I saw them, and that they got to see how I saw them and their features. And I hung them up on my fridge for some time, and I don't know where they're at now. They're probably in the trash, but that's just something that I enjoy. I like the painting with a twist. That's fun. It's just a way to be expressive for me. I like. So I don't know, maybe go to something that you enjoyed as a kid that you haven't done in a long time. Do it again just to see that feeling. Like, you never know, and you could put your own spin on it now, however you want to do it. Maybe not exactly how you did it back then, but how you can do it now. And I just think it's really important that we just, be selfish and take the time to do things that make us happy. And I don't think it's a bad thing to allow someone or encourage someone else to do it as well in the household. I always encourage my husband to do things that he likes, the kids as well. Like, I always ask him, if money wasn't an issue or something, what would you want to do? What do you like? And I'm constantly asking my kids questions like this because I like for them to get outside of their routine and think bigger or think different, because I feel like we can limit ourselves sometimes, and I just don't think that we're meant to be here, to be limited. We're always supposed to be growing and expanding, and just that's what life is about, is just trying new things. So the weekend's here, and if there's this place that you've been wanting to try or something new, or you don't even know, but just pop up to a random spot, look on the menu, or just an activity, I definitely encourage you to do it. You deserve it. You should make time for yourself. Do it with someone who will want to do it with you. And if you can't find nobody, do it by yourself. You don't have to have someone with you to enjoy something that you like. And it doesn't have to be expensive either. And it, just what you like, and what you can do. It's just a matter of saying, I deserve it and I'm gonna do it. So just want to leave you with that for this Friday, this weekend, especially it's summertime. And I just always feel like summer to me is just like, I guess as we're raised, you get to take a break from school and just enjoy your time. So even though you're working, do it on the weekends, do it on your days off, or when you're off work or when you have time. So I hoped that maybe you would share some ways that you like to have fun, and how maybe you took this advice and you did something different, and how was your experience. All right, well, I'll be back with another video soon. Talk to you later.